Are you handling hard times appropriately? Find out today on Strength and Health for Life. Hello guys, welcome to yet another beautiful day of our wellness journey together. Before we begin, we ask that you smash the like button down below, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell to receive all alerts and watch the video all the way through. Also, if there are any topics that you'd like to see in this channel, please leave your suggestions in the comment section below. By the way, if you're looking to make a positive change in your life and point it into a better direction, then take action now and click the first link in the description to learn how. Today's video may or may not be a little shorter than our typical videos for Sunday, but it's going to be just as important because we're talking about hard and difficult times. See, I've gone through hard times recently and up against a wall, and when you're up against a wall, how do you tend to handle it? Well, I'm going to tell you how I handle it and how you should handle it too. See, inevitably, regardless of what journey you go along, you're going to reach those hard times and they will be emotionally straining and you'll end up being scared of something. And the reality is, most of us are afraid of failure. We're not really afraid of failure per se, but we're afraid of the consequences of that failure and whether we'll ever recover from it. So the first thing you need to do is get it into your head that just because you failed at something doesn't mean your whole life is over and everything's destroyed, because you can fix everything if you just take the time and do it one step by step, one step at a time, and rebuild what you may or may not have lost. And believe me, I completely understand how difficult and emotional those hard times can be. I mean, after all, I lived in my car for about 3 months one time because I refused to accept that I had failed at something, and I ended up suffering for it. And ever since then, the one thing that pops into my mind when I go through hard times is I don't ever want to return to having to live in my car. And it was only because I was blessed with such wonderful parents that I was able to recover from that and get a leg up once again. And to be honest, I don't know where I would be without them. So one of the things you definitely need to do is find someone that can be in your life that can help you through them. That's why it's so important that you have someone to talk to when you're on your journey. But as far as handling it from an emotional standpoint, it's the hardest thing to do, but you control your own thoughts. And you have to realize that just because you failed, it is not the end of the world. You can always recover from it, and you need to accept the fact that you failed and kind of grow numb to it so that you're able to focus on solving the problem. Because let's really face it, if you don't solve the problem, then you'll never recover from what caused you to fail in the first place. And you know, you may not know what it's like to have lost everything, but even if you haven't lost everything yet, in the back of your mind, that's the only fear you really have. And those of you who aren't afraid just haven't lost anything yet. And inevitably, it will happen someplace at one time or another. So you really need to learn how to handle that and how to pick yourself back up, brush yourself off, and take the next step and rebuild one step at a time. And if it helps, you can use my experience in order to help yourself out of yours, because like I said, I lived in my car and I didn't know where my next meal was going to come from, or even if I was going to be able to shower the next day. And that was mainly because I didn't tell my parents, because I was afraid of letting them down, which really is another type of fear that you're inevitably going to feel when you're journeying along your journey and you hit into some difficult times. You're going to worry about letting the people around you down. In reality, the people around you that actually care about you, you can't let them down. They want you to ask for help because they care about you. And it'll hurt them more if you don't ask them for help. And you should absolutely have confidence that you won't have to return to those circumstances again, because you've already been there and you know how to avoid it. And that really is the key to handling failure, is learning from the mistakes so that we don't do it again. You need to recognize that you're going down that road again and stop yourself and make adjustments and try something different. And if you've been following this channel, then you absolutely know that we talk about making changes all the time, because If you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, not only is that the definition of insanity when you expect a different outcome, but it's guaranteed that you're going to get the same outcome every single time. So you have to change something. But the most important thing you need to know about handling those difficult times is you have to have courage. Courage to get back up knowing that you may get beat down again, and then just brush yourself off. Because you're going to have difficult times, you're going to have to fail in order to learn. And the reality is that success is painful. It's emotionally painful, sometimes physically painful, especially if you're doing something in the weight loss or muscle gain or something like that. But it's going to hurt, and you have to accept that. Now, you can stay in your little protected bubble where nothing happens to you, and nothing changes, everything stays the same, and you suffer in a different way. Or you can risk the momentary pain and the inevitable momentary pain that will come and push forward through it. Because if you're brave enough to stare that in the face and push forward, it'll 100% be worth it in the end. And the thing is, that's not the only real answer to success, and that's something we talked about in the beginning of this video, is that you really need someone to talk to keep you motivated and hold you accountable, and to be there when you encounter those difficult times, because it will be emotionally straining and it will be painful, but you don't have to handle that pain on your own. And in fact, you really shouldn't, and it actually becomes unhealthy to do so. So if you're looking for a weight loss community to help keep you motivated and accountable, or you just need someone to be there for you along your weight loss journey, then please, I urge you to follow us on Facebook and join our Facebook group. And those links are near the bottom of the description. And again, if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you, or you know someone that would benefit from seeing this video, then I urge you to please smash the crap out of that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with them. Share this video with as many people as you can, so that we have the opportunity to not only grow, but maybe we can make a difference in more people's lives and help them move forward and succeed, whether it's weight loss or it's just financial success or any kind of success. That's why I do my motivational videos on Sunday. With all that said, I just want to say to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.